You're expecting someone else?
Why are you here?
Oh, I think you got a rib.
How did you get in?
You know, you and Ned must have a pretty athletic relationship. Oh, I'm impressed.
Did he expect you?
Come on, Alexis, it's not like you and I haven't slept together before.
We were clothed and freezing in the desert.
Well, you should tell Ned to keep his doors locked. And perhaps wear a crash helmet or something. Look, I miss you, okay? I mean, I really enjoyed working with you. We were a great team.
We were. Right into the Sahara.
So, here's a question for you. Have you given up on getting your share of the Cassadine fortune?
Cassadine, I'm sorry. But if you need a good attorney, when you need a good attorney...
Especially one who hurdles, right? Okay.
Call me.
Thank you, I will. I will. You know, my only regret is not making Helena pay for trying to kill us.
Helena, I'm sorry.
Okay, I see your point.
But if you ever do want to go after Helena again, don't call me.
Okay, I understand.
Good.
Now, where's Ned? Doesn't he have a work around here?
He is probably up at the house. Why is it that you want to see him so badly?
Well, your Mr. Ashton made certain that I dumped a lot of money into ELQ recently, and, well, this might be hard to believe, but I just don't think Ned has my best interests at heart.
My humble abode. And I promise I'll be a good boy and work on at least 2 songs.
You got that right.
You see, I like to work alone.
Just in the nick of time.
I'm under strict orders to make sure Ned works on his music. 2 songs, to be exact.
Alexis versus rock and roll? No contest.
Believe me, rock and roll is not your problem.
You know, you have even less in your fridge than I do. Hi.
You're everywhere.
What do you want, Jax? And I don't mean for breakfast.
I swear he was here when I got here.
You're a lucky man, Ned Ashton.
If I were you, I would lock your doors.
Chip?
Thank you.
Oh, don't mind me. It's only my house. Not to mention my chips.
A little stale anyway.
All right, Jax. What do you want?
Well, I keep hearing this nasty rumor that AJ's actually going to take over ELQ. Now, when I did you the favor of coming on the board...
Here we go.
You and I agreed that you would stay on and keep ELQ strong. And take care of AJ.
Yes.
So why haven't you?
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'd say that you are starting to sweat.
Look, ELQ won't last 5 minutes with AJ in charge, and you know it.
Relax. He hasn't taken over yet.
Is he going to?
Ooh, this could get messy.
You know, could we have a private moment, Ned and I?
No, I'm not going anywhere. Are you?
I have to vote Lila's proxy. I need to know what's going on.
Fine. You led me to believe AJ wasn't going to be a problem.
Who knew? AJ wouldn't screw things up by now.
Well, he hasn't.
The deal was ELQ for Michael.
Yes, Ned, we're all aware of that.
And AJ came through.
And you really thought he wouldn't?
Yes, I really thought that we'd be scraping him up off the sidewalk by now.
AJ was a drinker.
But he's sober now.
And who knew that he would actually marry Carly?
So, Edward is giving him ELQ then?
I have no idea.
You don't expect me to believe that.
Well, one thing I do expect you to believe. Never try to second-guess Edward. I think sometimes it's better just to sit back and just see where the chips fall.
Oh, yeah. Well, you back out of the deal and I lose every last dime.
Would you just relax?
Wait,
No, I'm not going to...
Time out. Time out. There's one thing that you haven't thought of.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all.
Then you ought to be.
Why? Maybe everybody's wrong about AJ. Maybe he could be a great CEO. He certainly has the background. He must have learned something from you. AJ might actually be able to do the job.
Okay, would trying to think of a delicate way of putting this. Ned?
AJ is a pathetic, brown-nosing loser who couldn't organize his sock drawer, let alone an international conglomerate.
Well, it was a little subtle, but it was well said.
Thank you.
There, see how nicely you two can play together.
Why don't you help him?
She's got a point. It's uninformed, but it's a point.
Your family, right? Don't you all have a vested interest in AJ doing well?
Your turn.
Excuse me? Oh, no, he's your cousin.
Oh, it's nice that I can count on you as usual.
Isn't it to everyone's advantage if AJ succeeds?
Can't happen.
Why not?
Because you can't teach someone who thinks they already know everything. So, AJ is virtually unteachable. And even if he hadn't jettisoned every brain cell in his head with expensive liquor, he's already proven that he has terrible judgment when he married Carly. And also, on top of everything, he has this obsession with kissing grandfathers.
Edward's favorite game is to pit them against each other.
Takes two.
And even if I wanted to help him, which I don't, he probably wouldn't even let me. And I don't blame him.
You haven't tried to drop a roof on his head, have you?
Not yet. But the day's still young.
Yeah, and while the two of you are out there bickering, I am way out there on the edge.
Oh, your favorite place to be?
No, not this time.
Oh, yes. Yes. This is your kind of deal. You're down to one bottle of water in the middle of a Sahara desert. And a storm is moving in. You love this. For all we know, the old man is probably setting Junior up for a fall.
That is so cruel.
And then, of course, it's my job to step in and pick up the pieces.
And will you do that?
Who knows? If I'm out of the way, it'll certainly be a lot easier for you to take over ELQ.
Jax has never mentioned that he's tried that before?
It's my nature, what can I say?
Sometimes grandfather's worth a listen.
Why don't you really drive him nuts? Why don't the two of you go into business together?
No
way.
Out the silver before he leaves. And don't worry, I'll pick up the guitar the moment I close the door. See? I'm a trustworthy guy.
Oh, and Jax isn't?
Did he put something in those chips?
I personally find him to be an excellent partner.
Well, maybe from your perspective he is. I mean, he won't try to freeze the world if you disagree with him. But I don't trust him.
Oh, and why should you? It is, after all, only corporate politics. It's not a family picnic. But can't you just imagine Edward's face if the two of you were in business together?
It's almost worth the hassle just to see it. But not quite.
What are you going to do if AJ takes over?
Well, I guess I'll just have to hit the road with my favorite groupie.
That could be fun.
Of course, if I hit the road, I'll have to have some songs to sing.
Do you need some inspiration?
Oh, yes, I do.
Good. Lie down.
Like...
Okay.
Like this? Oh! Now, that was very inspirational.
I've been practicing.
Oh.
Oh, gosh.